How to budget. In the UK, there are 19 million people living in arranged overdrafts, and there are 14 million people living in unarranged overdrafts, and there are 7.3 million people living in both unarranged and arranged overdraft. Understandably, there will be some of these people that will dive into the use of credit cards and amount thousands and thousands of pounds of debt. Fortunately, there are a number of ways to reduce the dependency on both credit card and overdraft debt. And the one we're going to discuss today is arguably the most important of them all: how to budget. Welcome to Financial Desire. We are all about helping as many people as possible reach financial freedom. Now, before we get started on this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any of our videos. A lot of us live very busy lives. The activities that we carry out sometimes takes precedence over the basic tasks we should consider. Taking our jobs, for example, a lot of us would just like to go home, relax, watch TV, maybe even eat some ice cream or have some snacks. Now that is great. However, if you do not keep track of your spending, you can get into some serious trouble. It will leave a big financial hole in your bank account, and before you even realize it, the money that you earn will be considerably less than the money that you are spending. I know everybody has different circumstances and there is no way to directly compare one salary to another, but I'm going to use £2,000. Somebody on £2,000 may have direct debits that equate to about £1,400 a month, and that same person may go and meet some friends and end up spending £400 in a month. They may do some shopping for themselves, which equates to about £600. They may go to the spa, buy some toiletries, and may do some internet shopping, and all in all that equates to about £3,000. That means you have spent £1,000 more than you have earned for the entire month. That is the beginning of financial difficulties. Now please do not worry, because there is a way out of it. The first thing you must do is work out your expenses. For some, this might be easy, but for others, this will be a daunting experience because they cannot face how much they have spent for the entire month. Now, let's take that nice £2,000 ballpark figure. What you should do is first and foremost divide your expenses. So, using data from the Office for National Statistics, rent is about £900. Food and drink is about £150, utility bills is about £150, insurance is about £80, transport is about £130 a month, phone bill about £60 a month, and paying back the minimum amount for loans is about £50 a month. That equates to a total of £1,420 a month. Now, leisure. Restaurant and hotels, let's say you spend around £200. Any recreational and culture, you spend about £200. Personally, you spend £70. Clothing and social, spend £150. That total is £620, and that maths to a subtotal of £2,040. This now means you have spent £40 more than you have earned for the entire month. Now, that obviously is not good because you have spent more than you have earned. However, it is also good because you have now understood why you are spending more than you earn. So, the next thing we need to do is reduce expenses. This is very important. So, using the same £2,000 a month. With leisure, let's say you spend about £200 on restaurants and hotels. For recreation and culture such as gyms or football, that's about £200. Personal shopping, maybe you spend £70. For clothing, you might need another £100, and socially you spend £50. That total is £620, and that amounts to £7,440 a year. That is a large amount of money to spend on a yearly basis. Now, using the same activities. Let's say restaurant or hotels, you spend £50 a month. Recreation and culture, you spend about £200 in a month. Personally, you spend £70. With clothing, you spend £50, and socially, you reduce it to £10. That means you have spent £380 for the month. This will mean you will spend £4,560 a year, which is £2,880 less than you would spend if you did not budget. This gives a subtotal of £1,800 a month, which then means you are saving £200 a month. Voila! Now, with this extra £200 a month, you can do what you want with it. You can save it, or you can try and pay back a little bit more of the loans that you have outstanding. We're now going to look into a monthly budget. This is all about working out how much you have at the end of the month after all the essential direct debits have been taken out of your account. So using the same ballpark figure with the same direct debits that come out at the end of the month every single month. So that equates to a total of £1,420. This means you have £580 remaining at the end of the month. With this £580, I know there's going to be a lot of temptation into wanting to buy things that you want and not things that you need. Now, you must resist the temptation. I know it is difficult, I have been there. So first, save some money. I suggest saving £80 because at least this way you will have £500 remaining for the rest of the month. This bit may not be a challenge, but the next bit is a challenge, and the next challenge is staying within your budget. This is going to be incredibly challenging, and I'll explain to you a few reasons why. So let's just say you're going home from work, you may fancy a takeaway. Now, one takeaway might not be hurtful, but there might be many takeaways that come. You may end up going to meet a friend and have a coffee, and you might do this quite a few times a month. You may even go for a personalized shopping trip, or you might go, let's say, to the shopping market and spend much more than you need to. These things, I'm not saying stop, but you must reduce the amount you spend on these things. If you do not reduce the amount of unnecessary spending, you will end up fighting a losing battle, and you'll end up losing time and becoming unnecessarily stressed, which will not help you achieve financial freedom. Finally, moving on to a weekly budget. A weekly budget is essentially the same thing as a monthly budget, however, you just work it out weekly. So it's the same concept. Now, using the £500 remaining, because remember, you have already saved £80. You will say to yourself, let's not spend any more than £100 a week. This will leave you with £180 in total at the end of the month if you do not exceed £100. This is critical. You must not exceed £100 on a weekly basis. This will then allow you to have even more money at the end of the month, which will allow the route to financial freedom to become more realistic. This will result in all of your dreams becoming achievable goals, which will help pave the way to financial freedom. Now, to summarize this video, the first thing you must do, no matter your circumstance, is work out your expenses. Once you have worked out your expenses, you can then begin to reduce your expenses by starting a budget. Now, you can do a monthly budget or you can do a weekly budget, but make sure you do at least one of these. That is all for today. I hope I've helped you and I hope you find this video useful. Why don't you put this into practice and try and create a budget, and let me know in the comment section below if you've managed to create a budget successfully. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you think it's helped you, and if you also think it would help others, please share it with them. Finally, if there is any particular topic you would like me to discuss, let me know in the comment section. See you soon.